You were never too sensitive. You were just taking in more than your system could handle. And in the next few minutes, you'll see exactly where it starts breaking you. You walk into a coffee shop. The espresso machine roars. The overhead lights are too bright. A couple nearby speaks in low tones, but their voices are thick with tension. You haven't even done anything yet, but your body is already tired. You try to focus on the person in front of you, but part of your brain is still listening, still reading the room, still stretched thin. You ask yourself, why can't I just be here like a normal person? You used to think it was a you problem, but it's not. In this video, you'll see what's actually happening inside your brain and why you're always running on empty before the day even begins. If you've ever felt this way, stay. You'll recognize yourself in every part of what's coming next. And it all starts with this moment. You walk into a coffee shop. Within seconds, something in you tightens. You haven't even ordered a drink yet, but your brain has already registered the grinding of the espresso machine, the harsh glare of the lights, and the heavy tension between the couple at the corner table. This isn't just sensitivity. While others have a filter to block out the noise, your brain keeps it all. You're receiving more signals, faster and in sharper detail than everyone else in the room. Too much. You're exhausted before the meeting even begins. You wonder, why does everything feel like so much already? The truth is, you don't just enter a space. You absorb it. And it doesn't stop there. You think you're distracted. You're not. You're mid-conversation, yet you hear every word of a whisper behind you. One slight shift in someone's tone, and you freeze. Your brain simply doesn't know how to ignore things. While others have learned to shut off the background, your brain runs multiple layers of processing at once. Low latent inhibition keeps the signals coming, and your mirror neurons force you to absorb everyone else's emotions. You're overloaded. You're never just in the moment, because there's always a storm of data running in the background. You wonder, why can't I just focus like everyone else? The truth is, you are processing more, not worse. And that changes how every single moment feels. You don't just experience things, you replay them. You read a text. You read it a second time. And then you start dissecting what that person really meant behind those words. This is depth of processing. Your brain instinctively connects the present to the past and starts simulating every possible future. Again, a tiny moment stretches into hours of thought. You're exhausted, even though nothing big actually happened. You wonder, did I miss something there? The truth is, you're not overthinking. You're over-processing. But here's where it turns against you. You say you're overwhelmed, but you don't step away. You're already tired, yet you open another video. You know you need silence, yet you still reply to one more text. The truth is, your brain doesn't reduce the input on its own. It only processes what you allow inside. Stop. You never fully recover because being overwhelmed has become your new normal. You tell yourself, I just need a minute, but you keep going. You're not stuck, you're staying. So the real shift isn't inside your brain. You don't need to be tougher. You need less noise. Imagine being alone in a quiet room. No notifications, no background noise, and no one needing anything from you right now. As the input drops, your nervous system finally begins to settle. You're no longer forced to over-process the world around you. Silence. If you don't change your environment, you will always be running on empty. You finally realize, so this is what quiet actually feels like. Your peace was never inside the chaos. And once you see this, you can't unsee it. You're not exhausted because you feel too much. You're exhausted because you were never taught how to limit what gets inside you. You are not weak. You are simply the kind of person who reads the things that everyone else misses. You don't need a thicker skin. You need a quieter life. Think back. What was a moment recently that drained you and you didn't know why? Write it down in the comments. Once you do, you'll start to see your own patterns. And if you want to understand more about how your nervous system actually works, you're welcome to stay. The truth is, not everything is too much. You've just been living without ever turning the world down.